Hi everyone and welcome to another video from Display Repair. In this video we'll be talking about how to downshift a manual car. Now I think that most of our viewers, especially from the USA where people mostly drive automatic transmissions, when they hear stick shift, manual transmission and all of that, they get seasickness probably. And one of the most common reasons for this is when they have to learn how to shift gears and how to downshift. Well, this video will show you that it's nothing special. There is some skill to it, of course, just like with other things when driving a manual car, but although it sounds hard, it is very easy to do. So stay tuned.
DisplayRepair.com. Be sure to visit us at our website DisplayRepair.com, where you can find more useful car and driving tips.
Now, dear viewers, first I'm going to show you the basic principle of downshifting when the car is parked, and then we're going to take a drive and I'm going to show you how it's done in real time. Now, what is the point of downshifting and why is it so important on a manual transmission car? Well, when you accelerate, you shift the gearbox from first to fifth or sixth gear. But when you want to slow down the car, you have to downshift. Why? Well, for slowing down, you have the option of downshifting or the option of pressing the pedal. The car will start to bog down and the engine would stall eventually. Or you have the option of pressing the clutch and you're going, let's say 80 kilometers an hour, you press the clutch and just use the brake pedal. This can be done, okay, you will stop the car, but this produces two bad effects. Number one, when you're going at high speeds and you press the clutch, the car even gains more speed. The inertia helps you gain more speed. And besides this, you put the car brakes under some serious pressure, and this can cause excessive brake wear over time if you do this. So you have excessive brake wear and the car even gains more speed when you do it this way. When downshifting, you in fact use the engine for some additional braking power. So when you go from fifth, fourth, third, second, the engine helps you slow down. Let's make an example how you actually downshift. Let's say that you are in fifth gear and you are going 80 kilometers per hour. The right way to downshift is to release the gas pedal. So take your foot off the gas pedal, the revs will go down and the car will start slowing down because of the engine. Then you press the clutch and put the car into fourth gear. Release the clutch. Remember, release the clutch freely. You don't have to go slowly. Don't keep the clutch in the middle or something like that. Press and release. The car is in fourth. You'll notice the revs will go up a bit and the car will again slow down. From fourth, go to third. The car will even more slow down. And from third, go to second. And at this point, release the clutch, let the car slow down. For instance, you're reaching an intersection, let the car slow down. When you sense that the car is starting to stall, press the clutch and use the brake to finally stop the car in its place. And this is how downshifting is properly done. So once more, you're in fifth. Foot is off the gas pedal. Press the clutch. Fourth. Release the clutch. The revs go up, the car slows down. Clutch, third. And the car additionally slows down. Clutch, second. Release the clutch. Let the car slow down. When it starts to stall, press the clutch, apply the brake, and the car stops. Very easy. One more thing I must mention, that is a common question about downshifting. And that is, can you go from fifth into third when downshifting, or from fourth into second when downshifting? The answer is yes, and I'll also show you that later when we're driving. Remember, this is to always look at the rev counter, but more importantly, listen to the engine, okay? Don't force the engine. Never do a thing like this, and this is why it's always important to know the basic principles of how a car works. So, for instance, you're in fifth gear. Never go from fifth to second, unless you slow down the car with the brake from, let's say, 100 kilometers an hour to 40 kilometers an hour. Then you can do this. But the right thing to do is to go step by step again. What you can do is to go from fifth to third, for instance, or go from fourth to second, and you won't have any problems with this. Again, be very careful when doing this with the speed that you're going at, and more importantly, pay attention to the rev counter. Why can you do this? Because fifth and third are close to each other, the gear ratios are close, and you won't damage the transmission and you won't put the engine in high revs this way. Fourth and second are also near each other. So the point is, you can downshift and skip a gear if the ratios are close. Another thing that is super important when downshifting, and that is always finish the downshifting with second gear. What lots of people do is, because they take the downshifting literally, they go while the car is moving. For instance, you're approaching an intersection and you want to stop the car. Before the car stops totally, they put the car into first gear and release the clutch, and what they get is a sudden jolt like this one. You move forward, and you know the jolt can be such that you can cause an accident. Someone can hit you from the rear, you can hit the steering wheel, you know, you can hit your head, God forbid, and there is no need for that. So when you finish the downshifting, it finishes with the second gear always. So let's make a test drive. And here we are in fifth gear, and now we will start to downshift. The moment I get out of this curve, so the foot is on the accelerator pedal. We're driving 60-70 kilometers per hour. There are 2,000 revs on the rev counter. In fifth gear, you can drive 100, 120, 140 kilometers per hour. And now we're going to start to downshift. So as I mentioned, foot off the accelerator pedal. Watch the car slowing down. Watch the rev counter fall. Clutch fully pressed, fifth to fourth. If you want to continue driving slowly, add a bit of acceleration. Press the gas pedal a bit. There's a wide part over there. We're going to turn there. From fourth, release the gas pedal to go into third gear. The car is slowing down. Press the clutch, second gear. And now we're gonna turn. If you were to stop completely, I'm gonna turn the car right here. And I want to stop the car, press the clutch, brake, and the car has completely stopped. Okay. Again, I must mention, never use the first gear when stopping. That is bad for the transmission and you can cause an accident. Let's do it one more time and return back home. We're now approaching the intersection. Foot off the gas pedal. I'm applying some brakes. Clutch, fourth. Clutch is released. Clutch, third, released. Clutch, second. We're going left on the intersection. And there you have it. No problems. The car doesn't bog down. It doesn't stall. I don't know if you've seen this on the camera, but when you have good coordination, you can, when your foot is off the gas pedal and you want to slow down completely, okay, you will not be accelerating. Then you can completely move your foot off the gas pedal and simultaneously apply the brake and downshift. Now, dear viewers, I'm going to show you, can you downshift and skip gears? So can you go from fourth to second, for instance, and what happens in real time. This is fourth. So again, I apply the brake. I want to slow down. I go from fourth to second, release the clutch, no problems. No problems at all. So, you know, the point is to listen to the revs and listen to the engine. If you were to go at high speeds from fifth and at high revs from fifth to second, there would be a calamity with the engine and with the transmission. We'll do one more example. So once more, downshifting the proper way without any explanations. I'm in fifth gear. Now I'm gonna turn around the car, go to fourth, release the clutch, apply the brake, clutch third, release the clutch, clutch second, turn the car, stop the car and want to. In this case, I'll continue. And in second gear, I continue driving. So dear viewers, as you've seen, this is nothing complicated. When downshifting, you just go from the higher gear to the lower gear. When accelerating, you go from lower gear to higher gear, and that's it. The most important thing to remember, and I cannot emphasize this enough, is to listen to the engine, look at the rev counter, and pay attention to what you're doing. Don't skip gears at the beginning. I've shown you how to do that. There is no problem in doing that once you get the hang of everything. But at the beginning, do the right thing and go gear for gear. So fifth, fourth, third, second, and then stop the car. That's it for this time. I hope this video helps. Please like and subscribe. It's a huge help for what we're doing. If you find the time, watch our other videos about stick shift driving, about driving in general, about car maintenance, and other car related topics. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.